Royals.
Yeah, they are.
Watch out.
Yeah, they are.
We got another installment of the NFL Top 100. This time, it's Joe Burrow coming in at 39, a 33 position drop from number 6 last year. He's behind fellow quarterbacks. Tua came in at 36, and Jordan Love came in at 34. Is this disrespectful to the blonde bomber?
Yeah, and by the way, quarterbacks not yet listed. Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, CJ, Dak, Hurts, and Purdy. So that's seven. That's 7 guys. You said he was already listed on, he was behind Love and Tua.
Yep.
Right? So that means they've got him 10th. This, by the way, in the same section of the list, they had Deron Bland ahead of Sauce Gardner. There have been a lot of contenders for worst sports list of the year so far. There was the one there was this plagiarized pyramid that had Aaron Rodgers above Patrick Mahomes. That one wasn't great.
That's not considered a list.
Okay, well it was numbered. His was left to right. It was numbered. This is disrespectful to Joe Burrow. Nobody thinks Joe Burrow's worse than Tua. I don't think Tua thinks Joe Burrow's worse than Tua. I don't think Tua's family does. I don't think Mike McDaniel does. The idea that Joe Burrow's not only behind Tua, he's behind Hurts and all. Come on. Nobody thinks that. Like that's a bad. It's wrong on its face.
Apparently, it's advertised as a players list. I'm with you, Nick. It's ridiculous. 39th. I would say. They're going based on last year because he was injured, and Aaron Rodgers was at like 92. So I guess that's some evidence of that. Mm-hmm. But Tua's had his injury problems, not last year, but historically. And to have Tua and Jordan Love, ahead of Burrow. Burrow is a top 5 quarterback at worst. He might be second, third, fourth, top 5 at worst. And to have him 39th is just a joke. Like it discredits the entire list.
Oh, wow.
Sadly.
Thank you. That's
it really does. Like, people are going to look at the list like you.
Yeah, and you have Deron Bland ahead of Sauce Gardner. Go ahead. Sorry.
Look, there's probably a lot of slots on this list that you could say discredits the list, and I think there is an element of looking at what happened last season, and there might be an element of looking at who just got paid. I'm not sure when the actual voting took place, but the 2 guys you just mentioned just got gigantic contracts, so that puts them in the forefront of people's minds. When you look at Burrow, the thing you do have to consider is when he plays and when he's healthy, he's been really effective, and he's been that highest in a bunch of offensive categories. Beats up on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, so that's when he's playing. But 2 out of those 4 seasons, he's missed almost 50% of that season, and that's an issue. So durability is often more important than ability, and he's been sacked in his career about 7.2% of the time, which puts him 6th overall since he's entered the league. Part of that's the offensive line, part of that's him, and part of that's going to lead to him continuing to get hurt. So that durability factor could come into the evaluation as well.
Is there a single GM in football that if they were like, hey, you can have Burrow or Tua, would take Tua? No. The answer is no.
But the question is,
because he got the same injury issues.
He does have an injury issue. Yeah, you're going to have to go through that, but he's missed 2 out of, a bunch of time, 2 out of 4 seasons.
Tua's playing.
I don't mind.
Live from New York, it's the show that is welcoming Chris Broussard back to the show.
Great to be here.
How was your vacation?
Wonderful.
Oh,
great family.
And it's a good warm-up to your next vacation.
That was really going to be good.
This guy is unbelievable.
Hey, when football's here, I'm here every day. Football, basketball.
That's right. It's great to have you, bro.
Until then,
you learned it, bro. Go ahead.
It's first things first. Today, why Brock Purdy says he's Brady-esque. Coach Mangini is here, and he weighs in. He usually does not like these Brady comparisons, but maybe he surprises us. Meanwhile, Cowboys make Dak an offer and no go from Dak's camp. Does this mean he's interested in leaving Dallas? And finally, a tiff between Rodgers and Garrett Wilson. Is this something or nothing? It did end in a nice handshake, so maybe it's actually good for the
Trouble in
Jets.
paradise.
Alongside Chris Broussard, I'm Kevin Wildes. Nick, give us
my takeaway from this?
Yeah.
Just a perfect narration from, I assume, a South Jersey located Jets fan. If you can watch this video on Twitter, watch it with the sound up.
What's the fake? It's the
No. But the guy. No,
I know what you're talking about.
The guy who's describing the video is just, in my mind's eye, what a Jet fan sounds like. Sounds just like him. It's perfect.
He was scared on the video.
We're starting with Team USA, topple Serbia by 26. LeBron almost had a triple-double, just dominated the game. KD went 5 for 5 from 3, didn't miss a shot in the first half, scored 23 points in 17 minutes. Here's the stats from our elder statesman.
Wow.
Yeah, that worked out, right? LeBron had 21. KD had 23. Brew, who had the more surprising performance?
Well, look, I'm not surprised either guy played well, but we had been watching LeBron be arguably the best player on the team throughout the exhibitions. So I expected him to play well, and obviously he did. But KD, because he had not played, this was his first game, he was what, an hour before the game they decided he was going to play?
Yep.
I expected him to come in, make a couple shots, miss a couple shots, but just get warm and, get the rust off. And he turned the game around.
Yep.
When he went in the game, they were down, 6 points, and he hits 2 threes, leads an 11-0 run, and obviously they took over from there. So I was more surprised by Durant. Durant is the perfect Team USA player. I mean perfect. Because he's surrounded by other great players, so the defense can't focus on him. They can't double team him. And so he's either getting an open shot or one-on-one. And with his height, obviously, it's tough for guys to guard him one-on-one. And look, it's kind of like Carmelo Anthony. Like, it's no coincidence Carmelo's the second leading scorer in Team USA, Durant's first, because you just get open looks. And if you can shoot jumpers, and Nick, you and I talk all the time about how Durant needs to shoot more threes. This three-point line is shorter.
Exactly.
So those are the long twos he's usually taking, but now they're threes. So Durant was fantastic, and I was a little surprised that he was so good in his first game.
So when I saw it, I thought of something you say all the time, which is, I don't know if your exact quote is malleable, but that Durant is the most malleable superstar in league history, that you can drop him into any team there is really, throughout history or current, and he would fit. And I thought this is perfect evidence of it, which is literally never played with these guys as a collection, comes in and makes them seem, for the first time all tournament, unbeatable. I have thought they're unbeatable, but they haven't looked unbeatable until this game. But neither is surprising. These two men, right now, Durant's first all-time in points, LeBron is first all-time in assists. At the end of this Olympics, LeBron and Kevin Durant will be first, second, or second first in points, rebounds, assists, shots made. And they are the two most prolific Olympians ever on the men's side of things. So neither is surprising. Both is frustrating, though, Wilds. And I don't mean to turn it something negative, but I will just for a moment. I can't watch Durant and LeBron do this and not get angry at their franchises. I can't. And
the Suns you're mad at?
The Suns and Lakers both. Because all of us, myself included, in the commentary world, have maybe prematurely downgraded LeBron and Durant slightly as far as where they are in the NBA hierarchy.
Why buy this?
You know what I mean? Like, okay, because LeBron's almost 40, he's in year 21, so he's not a top 5 guy anymore. He's, 11, 12. And Durant, is he better than Devin Booker? Is he not? I'm not sure. Man, when I watch these two guys, healthy, rested, under these circumstances, sure feels like these are the two best players on the team. And if you're the two best players on Team USA, yes, Giannis, Jokic, Luka are the 3 best guys. Take those 3 guys. But during this tournament, LeBron James has looked like the 4th best player in the world behind those guys. And Durant, in his very limited action, now looks like neck and neck with LeBron. And it just feels like they are still top 5-ish players even at their age.
I'm going to push back a little, and they look great. But Kevin Durant has Devin Booker and, when he's healthy, Bradley Beal as teammates. I'm not going to feel sorry for him. LeBron does have Anthony Davis.
Who's been awesome in this tournament.
I'm not going to feel sorry for him. And you can talk about the role players and all, but they got some people on their squad. They got second stars. I think what helps, in particular LeBron, in this is that this is 6 games? And if you count the exhibition, it was 10 games. When you get older, like we saw Kobe, I know he took 50 shots or whatever, but he scored 60 in his last games. When you get older, you can still have great games. It's just, can you do it through 82 games? And in a 6-game or 10-game run, LeBron can play harder on defense.
Yep.
Because you know what I mean? It's not an